Okay, right now I'm done with the blade. Okay. Okay, so the next step is to actually put the lightsaber blade into the hilt itself. For this demonstration, as I explained earlier on, we're supposed to solder with the magnet wires already slotted into the lightsaber hilt, so that it will be you can just shove it in easily and then you'll be done. Okay, but for this example, because I just did the blade itself, so I would need to actually do the tough step of putting it through the emitter hole, and then it will come out from the side of the hole, side of the saber. Okay, so the best way is still to actually bend it, like the way you drew it, so that the hole will be as straight as it is, and then I will try to put through the wire out of the hole. Okay. There you go. Look. So this is how the final product should look like. Okay. Remember, this blade, after you heat shrink it, you colored it with the spray paint of your choice. Depending on the character you're doing, it could be blue, it could be red. But for Ahsoka, it's clear. So I'm just going to proceed on with this. Okay. So remember, you have trimmed off the end of the metal tip. Okay, because we do not want it to extend out of the side of the lightsaber hilt itself. Okay, so I'm just going to push it in nicely. Okay, and remember, the metal tip is you can bend it. Okay, because when you put it in, remember that it isn't a straight hole down into the lightsaber hilt, so there could be some an angle that is not right, so you can actually adjust it, okay, to appropriate angle to make it straight. Okay, that's the good thing about having the base support of it. Okay, so once you're done, all right, we can actually start to solder the 30 gauge wires to both ends of the magnet wires. Okay, right now we are going to solder the 30 gauge wires to the lightsaber itself. Okay, for me, I tend to use about an arm's length worth of 30 gauge wire. It depends on individual, as some people would prefer a longer wire so that the inverter as well as the battery pack power source is hidden away further from the figure itself. Okay, so I'm going to take out an arm's length worth of cable, and then I'm going to snip 2 pieces of it. Okay, right now before we actually twist the magnet wires with the 30 gauge wires, we would like to actually melt a small section of the magnet wires with some of the rosin, a block of rosin on my soldering iron. Okay, so that it will be easier to solder the 30 gauge wire to the magnet wires later on. Okay, the color has changed. Okay, it's done. It has changed from a copper color to a silverish color to indicate that the coating is gone. I'm going to twist my 30 gauge wire after stripping it around the tip of the magnet wire. Okay, once I'm done, I'm going to solder it. Using my soldering iron, the block over it. Okay, and I'm done. I've soldered the joints. So you do it both on the other end, or for the other magnet wire and 30 gauge wire, and then you're done. We're going to cover it up with either heat shrink, or you can use something which isn't too bulky, which is the electrical liquid tape. Okay, but the downside for using this, you need to wait for it to dry. It takes about for this, it takes about 4 hours to dry completely before you can actually move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm going to do it right now, and then we're going to fast forward it until it dries up. Okay, I'm going to show you how I usually apply this liquid tape. Okay, I will use a toothpick or something sharp, okay, to take a small amount of the liquid tape. Okay, I will go to the joint, okay, the joint itself, okay, and I'll apply it. To all sides of it. Okay, you can let it dry up for about a minute or so. It will become soft, where you can actually you can mold it slightly. Okay, you can mold it slightly to a nicer shape by tapping it gently, and you look nicer. Okay. Okay, so it should look something like this. Of course, you will do it nicely because I'm doing it with the camera, so I'm just doing it quickly for everyone to see how it is done. Remember, you should apply at least 2 coatings of it. 1 is fine, but it's recommended to put at least 2 of it. Okay, so you got to let it dry for, let's say, it should be about 10 minutes before I can apply the second thin layer of electrical tape, liquid tape on it. Okay.